Representative Toohill, obviously a busy time a few weeks ago getting that budget in place, doing exactly what the governor wanted to do, and that was pass an on-time budget. Let's just quickly talk about that budget, maybe some of the sticking points that people here in the greater Hazleton area should know about and really should have a little bit more detail about, because maybe they're in the dark a little bit.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yes. Basically, the budget process is always so tough because there are so many different needs in such a diverse state like Pennsylvania. So it really is a strenuous time as everyone argues over the priorities, and there are cuts that have to be made, and they're always unpleasant, those cuts. One of the unpleasant cuts was to welfare, and it's something that in this district people have been asking for a long time. The cash assistance program is something that is abused. People see it being abused very often. So there is still food stamps. You can still get your housing paid for. You can still get cell phones. The government provides for so many free things, but there is no longer going to be this free cash. So people are really up in arms about this. It was about $200 a month that a lot of people were able to get. And really what we're saying to people out there, people that are affected by this, that really were part of the needy group, for them to call our office. We'll help them with job placement. We'll help them look for it or get food stamps if they need it. But we do have a lot of community services that the state funds that are there for people that are in need in those tough times. Right. But we really had to put an end to that cash assistance program just because there was so much abuse. And really, the government, as long as we're giving everything away for free, we're not really helping people because those people aren't getting to go back to work and their children learn to just be on the system. And we're really not helping anyone in the long run.
Right, and you have to add, too, when you talk about people who are abusing the system, that's people who were using the money to buy cigarettes, to buy things that the money was not intended for, and not everybody was abusing it. But what it came down to was you had to basically make a choice.
Right, and so if it is for food or something that you really do need, necessary items, food and housing, we are going to be able to help you with that. So just call the office if you're out there and you're worried or you're scared about certain cuts.
Right. Okay, really quickly, education. That was a big thing on everyone's mind, especially the Hazleton Area School District. When it came right down to it, it was kind of a touch or go kind of thing with what the government was going to do in regards to education funding, which meant what the Hazleton Area School District was going to do, if I can get that out correctly. So talk about a little bit about that education funding.
Well, what we were able to do, the Hazleton Area School District, obviously we have so many needs. We have such a large population. It's a very transient population. We have a lot of problems. I'm on the gang task force for the Hazleton Area School District. So we have a lot of special needs in our district. So what I was able to do was I was able to fight to get another $1.8 million for our school district. So we have had the largest subsidy last year in education funding from the state, and this year now we were able to, for Hazleton area, put $1.8 million extra, and the Crestwood Area School District, which is significantly smaller, got a little bit more than $400,000 more. Okay. So in proportion to our districts, that was really something necessary and something that those schools needed.
Okay, we're running out of time, but I do want to talk about MnSec because that was something that was in the news this week, right here on News 13. Another escapee this week kind of came at the same time as the governor signing this legislation, which would affect places like MnSec. Wouldn't go into effect till December. You say that's not quick enough for this community.
Correct. Obviously, MnSec it's unwanted in our downtown. It has had such a negative effect on our downtown, and it's constantly in the news. It's sucking up all of our resources with our police, our state police, our sheriff's department, the district attorney's office. It just again and again is hitting this community. And right now we have someone currently still out there on the lam, and it's one after another in this community. And other communities don't have such a negative experience with their halfway houses or with their private prisons. But this one, these state prisoners, which are really the worst of the worst, they were the ones that I've asked now for them to be sent back. So that would be an early implementation of Senate Bill 100 in our district. And that's something that I'm going to continue to ask for.
So basically you're fighting for that right now. It has not been
Yes.
implemented, but you're going to fight for that.
Correct.
That's what you want.
Yes.
All right, very good. Representative Toohill, thanks so much. We could talk forever. That's why you come on the Sam LaSan show, so you can talk for a half an hour, right? But thanks so much for coming on News 13. We appreciate it. Again, come back whenever, and keep us updated on the MinSec issue as well, because I know that the community at home definitely is interested in that issue as well. All right, thanks so much, and make sure you stay right here on News 13.